Big night here. I'm Chris Cuomo. Welcome to Primetime. We have one of the Michael Cohen tapes, the secret recording of President Trump back in 2016 made by Cohen, in which he and then candidate Trump discuss arrangements surrounding a payment to former Playboy playmate Karen McDougal that was made by a third party, David Pecker, as head of the National Enquirer. This all happened in the months before the election. Now, this is not a great quality recording, and that will be relevant to its analysis.
What's up? Adam is here. This is absolutely explosive. This is the kind of legal bombshell that doesn't just change a case, it ends it. We're talking about a secret recording, a recording nobody knew existed until this moment.
This morning, the tale of the tape about the then presidential candidate and the playmate, a conversation between Donald Trump and Michael Cohen secretly recorded by his longtime lawyer in 2016, a month before the election.
So what are we going to pay? Funding, yes.
They're apparently discussing payment of $150,000 to keep Karen McDougal's story of their alleged affair under wraps.
What financing?
We'll have to pay you, so
Don't pay the kid.
No.
The word check is then heard, but it's not clear by whom, and the audio ends.
The only people who use cash are drug dealers and mobsters. Cash is not what you do, and it was Michael Cohen who said, no.
A recording made at Mar-a-Lago on December 18, 2023. A recording that allegedly captures Donald Trump's own voice giving explicit instructions on how to lie, how to obstruct justice, how to tamper with a witness. And that recording has now surfaced in federal court.
Trump's attorney, Rudy Giuliani, now insisting that Trump did not ever want the payoff to be in cash. Previously heard in the audio, Trump and Cohen are mulling a transfer of money to David Pecker, the owner of the National Enquirer, to buy and bury the sex story.
I need to open up a company for the transfer of all of that info regarding our friend David.
Cohen's attorney says his client released the tapes to clear his name.
He's got truth on his side now, and he intends to tell the truth.
It's been filed with the judge. It's part of the official legal record, and Donald Trump is absolutely terrified because this isn't speculation. This isn't interpretation. This isn't someone's testimony about what they think they heard.
President Trump is lashing out against his former attorney after a secret recording of their conversations was made public. Michael Cohen released the audio to CNN through his lawyer. In the tape, President Trump and Cohen are heard discussing payments related to an alleged affair with the former Playboy model. The conversation took place weeks before the 2016 election. Mr. Trump says he did not know he was being taped. On Wednesday, the president responded on Twitter saying in part, quote, "What kind of lawyer would tape a client? So sad." CBS News Washington correspondent Paula Reed has the latest.
This is Trump actually saying the things he's been accused of, captured on tape, and no amount of denial or claims of fakery is going to change what the judge has already heard. Here's what happened. In early 2026, special counsel Jack Smith filed a 47-page court submission with the judge overseeing Trump's classified documents case. Buried in that submission was a revelation that sent shockwaves through the legal world: the existence of a 14-minute audio recording from Mar-a-Lago, made on December 18, 2023. The recording allegedly captures Trump's unmistakable voice, giving a witness direct instructions about how to handle questions regarding classified documents. Trump is heard telling the witness to deny conversations ever happened. Trump is heard coaching the witness to claim memory loss when questioned. Trump is heard instructing the witness not to tell their own lawyer about the call. These are textbook obstruction of justice tactics. These are classic witness tampering techniques, and Trump is allegedly caught on tape doing all of it. This is absolutely devastating for Trump legally because prosecutors no longer need to prove intent through circumstantial evidence. They no longer need to rely on witness testimony about what Trump said. They now have Trump's own recorded voice. They have direct evidence. They have a smoking gun. And that changes everything about Trump's legal exposure. It dramatically strengthens the obstruction and witness tampering charges. It potentially adds years to any prison sentence. This could be the thing that actually puts Trump behind bars. Let's break down exactly what this recording shows and why it's so damaging. In December 2023, Trump was facing a federal investigation into his handling of classified documents. He'd taken boxes of classified material from the White House to Mar-a-Lago. He'd refused to return them despite repeated requests from the Justice Department. He was under investigation and facing potential charges. So Trump allegedly did something. He called a witness. He gave that witness specific instructions about how to handle questions from prosecutors. He told that witness to lie. He told them to claim they couldn't remember. He told them not to tell their lawyer about the call. And that entire conversation was recorded. That entire conversation is now on tape. That entire conversation is now part of the federal court record. Prosecutors say when you listen to the tape, you can hear Trump's distinctive voice. You can hear him giving these explicit instructions. You can hear him coaching a witness to lie and obstruct justice. That's the core of the obstruction and witness tampering charges. That's what could add years to any prison sentence. That's what could actually send Trump to prison. Here's what's legally significant about this. Witness tampering and obstruction of justice carry potential penalties of up to 20 years in prison each. This isn't a minor charge. This isn't a technical violation. This is serious federal crime. This is the kind of thing that puts people in federal penitentiaries for decades, and prosecutors now allegedly have Trump's own recorded voice engaged in these crimes. Trump's response has been predictable. He claims the recording is fake. He says it's doctored. He says it's been manipulated. He says it's not really his voice. But here's the problem for Trump. The tape has already been verified by audio experts. It's been authenticated as Trump's voice. It's been reviewed by the judge. Once the judge has verified it, Trump's denials don't matter. He can lie to the public. He can deny on social media. He can claim persecution. But he can't lie to the judge. The judge has heard the recording. The judge knows what Trump's voice sounds like. The judge knows it's real. And now that recording is going to be evidence in the trial. And it's going to be incredibly damaging. Prosecutors believe this recording proves multiple things. It proves Trump knew what he was doing was illegal. It proves he was trying to cover up his crimes. It proves he was trying to influence a witness. It proves he was trying to obstruct justice. All of that is on tape. All of that is in Trump's own voice. All of that is undeniable evidence of criminal conduct. The timing of this recording is also crucial. It was made in December 2023 before Trump was officially indicted, while the investigation was still ongoing. This shows Trump was actively trying to cover up his crimes while under investigation. That's consciousness of guilt. That's evidence that proves Trump knew what he was doing was wrong. Let's break down what this Mar-a-Lago recording actually means for Trump's legal future and for the 2026 midterms. First point. The strength of the evidence against Trump has just multiplied exponentially. Before this recording, prosecutors had circumstantial evidence, witness testimony, documents. Now they have Trump's own recorded voice. Now they have direct evidence. Now they have something Trump can't deny or explain away. This dramatically increases the likelihood of conviction. And conviction on obstruction and witness tampering charges means serious prison time. 20 years per charge is the maximum. Even a fraction of that would mean Trump spends the rest of his life behind bars. Second point, the recording reveals Trump's state of mind. It shows him giving explicit instructions to lie and obstruct justice. That proves criminal intent. That proves he wasn't being careless or negligent. That proves he was actively engaged in criminal conduct. That's the kind of evidence that turns questionable cases into slam dunks. Third point, the recording reveals Trump's desperation and paranoia. The fact that he's calling witnesses himself, coaching them to lie, trying to influence the judicial process through direct personal contact, this shows how desperate he is. It shows how much he's willing to break the law to protect himself. That image is going to haunt him in 2026. Voters don't want to support someone that desperate, that paranoid, that willing to commit crimes. Fourth point, this recording is going to be played at trial. Jurors are going to hear Trump's own voice giving illegal instructions. They're going to understand he's guilty of obstruction and witness tampering. That's going to lead to conviction. Once Trump is a convicted felon facing serious prison time, that becomes the biggest political story of 2026. And this connects to everything else we've been discussing. Trump is facing evidence about his Epstein connections. He's facing evidence he lied about being on Epstein's plane. He's losing elections. His credibility is destroyed. His own party is fracturing. And now he's facing a secret recording proving obstruction and witness tampering. It's all converging. Trump is facing a perfect storm of legal jeopardy and political vulnerability. Voters need to understand what's at stake. When they hear Trump's own recorded voice giving illegal instructions, that's different from reading about charges in the news. That hits harder. That changes minds. That moves voters away from Trump. Because once the recording is played in court, once voters hear Trump's voice on that tape, Trump's legal jeopardy becomes real and undeniable to the American people. They understand that Trump has committed crimes. They vote to reject him. They choose a different path for America. Think about what happens at trial. Trump sitting at the defense table hearing his own voice on the recording. The jury hearing Trump's voice. The judge hearing Trump's voice. The media covering it. The entire nation understanding that Trump has been caught on tape committing crimes. What can Trump do? He can't claim he didn't say it. He can't claim it was taken out of context. He can't claim it's a misunderstanding. The recording is clear. His voice is distinct and unmistakable. He's giving explicit illegal instructions. He's engaged in witness tampering. He's engaged in obstruction of justice, and he's caught on tape doing it. There's no way out. There's no way to deny it. There's no way to escape the evidence. This Mar-a-Lago recording is the beginning of the end for Trump. It's the turning point in his legal case. It's the evidence that's going to lead to conviction. It's the evidence that's going to send him to prison. It's the evidence that's going to change the 2026 election. And Trump knows it. That's why he's so desperate. That's why he's claiming it's fake. That's why he's trying to discredit it before it gets played in court. But he can't stop it. He can't prevent it. He can't deny it away. The recording exists. The recording is authentic. The recording is going to be played in court. And once it's played, Trump is finished. He's going to be convicted. He's going to be a convicted felon. He's going to face years in prison. And the Mar-a-Lago recording is going to be the reason why. When voters hear about this recording, when they understand Trump has been caught on tape committing crimes, they're going to move away from him in droves. They're going to vote for Democrats. They're going to want nothing to do with Trump. They're going to want him convicted and imprisoned. This recording is going to be the biggest story of the election cycle. Every Democratic candidate will talk about it. Every news outlet will cover it. It will be the centerpiece of Democratic campaign messaging. Democrats will say, Trump has been caught on tape committing crimes. Trump has been caught on tape obstructing justice. Trump has been caught on tape tampering with a witness. Trump is dangerous. Trump is unfit. Trump needs to be convicted and imprisoned. And Republicans will be in the impossible position of defending Trump against his own recorded voice. They'll have to explain why Trump's voice on that tape is saying illegal things. They won't have good answers because the recording is clear. Trump is caught. Trump is guilty. And that's going to shift the entire political landscape in 2026. It's going to energize Democratic voters. It's going to demoralize Republican voters. It's going to move independents toward Democrats. It's going to flip districts. It's going to flip Congress. It's going to give Democrats control of the House and potentially the Senate, all because of this Mar-a-Lago recording. All because Trump got caught on tape committing crimes. Trump's legal team knows this. That's why they're desperately trying to discredit the recording. That's why they're claiming it's fake. That's why they're attacking its credibility before it gets played in court. Because they understand that once this recording is played in front of a jury, Trump is finished. He's going to be convicted. He's going to be a convicted felon. He's going to face serious prison time. And there's nothing they can do to stop it. The recording is the evidence. The recording is the case. The recording is going to lead to conviction. This Mar-a-Lago recording is the most important legal development in Trump's criminal saga. It's going to determine the outcome of his trial. It's going to determine whether he goes to prison. It's going to determine the future of American democracy. And it's going to dominate the 2026 election because voters are going to understand that Trump is a criminal caught on tape. That's the power of this recording. That's the significance. This is the smoking gun. This is the evidence. This is going to change everything about Trump's political and legal future. The tape exists. The judge has heard it. The experts have verified it. And soon the jury will hear it. Soon the American people will hear it. And when they do, the game is over. Trump has lost. Justice has won.